Hey everyone. Good morning, afternoon, or night, whichever time it is where you're at. I wanted to make this video specifically to talk about sex, addiction, pornography, and something that it's going to be on my documentary, so might as well just, let you guys know. I was addicted heavily to pornography, and it ruined a lot of my relationships. It basically gave me this perception on what sex should be like and what a girl should be doing in bed, and it was really twisted, and it happened so fast I didn't even realize it until I was told by someone I was dating that I'm a monster. Like, it's not something it's not pretty. It's making love and with someone you genuinely care about, having sex with them is a beautiful thing. And when you start abusing that and setting expectations on what sex should be like, it's really sad. And I honestly, it's not like I really had a problem. It's not like I had a problem finding a partner or getting girls. But for whatever reason, that wasn't good enough for me. I was addicted to the fantasies that these porn videos give you. Like, it's such a twisted and sick industry. It's really sad. I didn't realize, and they make a lot of money off of this. It basically just degrades women, big time. It's the most degrading thing in the world for women out there. It's so sad how I got caught up in that. And yeah, that was one of the 4 things that I wanted to cover in my ayahuasca thing. Resentment, anger, resentment, forgiveness, myself, pornography, addiction, and the alcohol and cigarettes and drugs. And I wanted to be completely clean off that. And yeah, I basically told the shaman that I really wanted to figure out why I was so addicted to sex and why it was always on my mind, and that I wanted to come back and I don't want to think about it anymore. And she looked at me and asked me right in the eyes, like, that's something that you can work on when you get home, and I can give you some pointers on what to do. However, if you really want to wipe that out, and you want me to clean you from that, there's a specific ceremony that we're going to do for you. I have a feeling that there's something you haven't told me yet. Something personal, something that might have happened to you in the past. And she knew right away, and I couldn't lie to her, so I told her that when I was a child, I was molested. I was molested by my uncle, and that traumatized me. And I don't know if that's connected in any way or whatnot, but like, it really fucked me up. But it's something I was ashamed of for many years, and I was scared to come out and talk about that. And the shaman told me that that's basically it. That's why I'm like that. It's connected in a way, and it's sick. And so she said we needed to work on 2 things. You need to know what the beauty of love is, and then how to respect women, and like what it really is to respect a woman. So I don't think you know what love is And I don't think you even know what the true meaning of beauty is. And until you appreciate what beauty is and understand how important it is for you to respect women, you're never going to be successful in any relationship. So I said, go for it. I'm ready. I will do anything you ask me to do. So we did ayahuasca the following morning, and I drank 4 cups that day. I was higher than everyone else. And at one point I started freaking out. Like the visuals, I'm not even gonna try to describe the visuals that I saw. I wouldn't wish that on anyone, but it was terrifying. I definitely had an ego death that day. I couldn't run. Anywhere I went in the garden, like if I tried to like look at the sky or close my eyes, the visuals weren't going away. Everything was shifting. I saw like a female entity popping out of bushes, kind of like looking at me. Wherever I went in the forest, she kept following me, kind of like saying like, face up, like man up and look at me. You wanted to come to this retreat and take this medicine, then you have to stop resisting. You need to stop running from your problems, and you need to face them. And it was terrifying. I didn't know if I was gonna die, or it was just so intense. I've never experienced anything like that. And the shaman pulled me and said, it's time now. And I think she just knew that because I was on my peak. And she took me to the back of the Malacca, and there was 3 small glasses filled with water halfway, about this big. And she gave me 3 roses, red roses, like this. She had me hold them. And she had me basically, she told me that what happened to me as a child isn't my fault. And that I needed to understand that I'm a good person, and that I'm a beautiful person. And she basically said that from this moment on, you're not going to look back. You're not going to keep looking in your past, and you're going to forgive yourself. You're going to forgive your uncle for molesting you. You're going to forgive everyone who's ever hurt you. You're going to forgive any girlfriend who's ever cheated on you, any person who's ever cheated you out, any employees ever fired you, any person who's ever made you feel bad, put you down, degraded you. You need to let that go. You need to forgive. And it starts with you. And I want you to put 1 rose in each cup, and carefully facing up. So I placed the rose in each cup slowly. And I was high as hell, so I was like trying not to drop it, like fuck. And I put 1 rose in, now shaking. And then I dropped it in the cup, and it just watched it like blossom. And then I started to cry, so like that was very intense for me, like watching something come to life like that. And I did that for the other 2, and she looked at me and asked me how that felt. What did I get from watching those roses grow? And I told her, I feel like I think I get it. We're all children. We're all God's children. And He just wants to watch us grow pure, and I should be taking care of whoever I'm in a relationship with. I have to treat it like a rose. I have to basically nurture them and make sure that I in whatever relationship that I'm in, that I pump them up and I help them, and I don't degrade them, and I don't put them down, and that they're very fragile. And I get it now. Women are so fragile, and you should respect them. Because they're the ones that brought you into this fucking planet, and they're so important. It's so important to respect women, and I can't believe I degraded them so many years. And I know now what I need to do in a relationship. It just makes sense. We're all God's children, and we all deserve a second chance, and He just wants us to do good. He loves us. No matter what, whether you believe it or not in God, like, there is a God and He loves you. And that fucking ceremony was so important to me. It changed my fucking life forever. I knew from that moment on, like, how important it is to respect a woman, and that I will never look at another girl the way I used to look at them before. It's not about the sex. It's not about what their looks are, how attractive they are. It's just that every woman out there is beautiful, and that's the honest truth. And you should respect them, and you should treat them with full respect. And it's sad how men degrade them and slap their asses in public and just treat them like they're trash. And sex addiction is real. It's fucking scary, and I don't wish that on anyone. And this was one of the most beautiful gifts I've ever gotten from God. And this ancient plant was just to cure me from that, and to show me the meaning of, like, love and beauty, and I'm forever grateful for that. I went out this weekend and the previous weekend, and there was women around me, and I didn't see them like that. Before I would see, like, look at a girl and stare at her ass and try to figure out, like, you know, how to undress them visually, and now I just don't even, that's not on my mind anymore. I look at every single woman and I'm just like, wow, you're so pretty. You're so beautiful. Like, look what your parents created. And, like, I just see things so differently now. And it's so sad. And life is so simple. And these plants allow you to see that. They give you the answers to life. And it's love and just unity and just connection and just being good to people and being the best you can, because you're God's children. And then no matter what, whether you believe in Him or not, that He loves you unconditionally. That's what I got from this ceremony. It was my 4th day, and it cured my sex addiction. And I will never look at a woman like that, like I used to again. And so, to all you women out there, like, power to you. You guys go through so much, it's fucking ridiculous, and men don't even appreciate you, and they degrade you and treat you like you're a fucking object. And I'm sorry for any girl out there that I've ever hurt. I just hope that you can forgive me, because I forgive myself, and I just hope that you can find it in your heart to forgive me. And I'm a different person now, and I will never disrespect another female again, ever in my life. And that's what this whole video was supposed to focus on, is to show you guys that there is love out there, and there's other ways to love, and it's not about sex, and just to warn you guys of the dangers of pornography and how it could fuck up your relationships and your life. And I hope you guys have a good rest of your day, morning, or night. I have a lot of reading to do, but thanks for listening, and I hope this video touched you guys one way or another, like here, and that you guys got something from this, because that's the whole purpose of my videos, is to reach out and touch every single one of you guys in your heart and motivate you guys, inspire you to be different. And I love every single one of you guys. Spread the love. Love conquers all. That is the answer to life. So be a good person, and don't be a douchebag. Don't be a shitty person. Respect your girlfriend. Respect your mother. Respect your sister. Respect every single female out there. And you females, respect the men as well. It goes both ways. Think twice next time before you sleep with someone. Someone that you don't love, someone that you're not in a relationship with. Think about what you're doing, and how you're slowly taking away the whole beauty of sex and making love with someone. And when you're just doing that with random people, it's kind of degrading. So I hope that really helps some of you guys out, and for all you men out there, I really hope you step your game up if you are watching porn every day and jerking off and doing whatever. You really need to change your ways, because you're never going to be happy. You're never going to be in a successful relationship. No, women do not enjoy being tortured and slapped and degraded in bed, even though they might lie and say they do. And if they do, that's because they're sick in the head themselves. Like, that's not the way you're supposed to treat a woman. So just hopefully you guys understand that.